2, 3, 4.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Music with Ryan. Thanks for joining me. This week's featured lesson, I've got a study piece, which I'm just calling the Delta Blues Study Number 1. And as the more I've been learning to play the Delta Blues, I've been infatuated here for the last couple months as of December 2016 here. I've just really enjoyed, again, playing it, learning the licks. I'm finally getting the hang of it. And so I'm able to pass along some of these lessons, and I'm going to be adding plenty more Delta Blues lessons at the site. So for now, I got this nice little 12-bar blues. You know, all it is a 12-bar thing. And again, just a little study piece you can start to do to understand what's going on in some of these Delta-style pieces. And obviously, it's finger-style stuff. And so getting the thumb down is a big component. It's probably the X factor kind of in getting the Delta Blues, right? Just keeping that thumb rocking, right? A quarter notes, and having that on autopilot takes a little practice, but that's the trick. That's probably the biggest trick about it. And then we can start adding in those bluesy licks and so forth. So, for this lesson, if you'd like to purchase the full-length version, you can click the link below or above, and it will shoot you on my website. And there it'll come with about 25 minutes of video, PDF tabs, and 3 backing tracks. Okay, and this piece is kind of a advanced beginner to intermediate level lesson here. So, and if you really like the way I teach and approach learning, there's another link down there about being a member at my site, and you can access my library of over 300 lessons. I got a lot of bluegrass, old time, country stuff over there. Now I'm beginning to add some more. I got some blues stuff, and now I'm starting to add more Delta Blues fingerstyle things as we get along here. I got choruses and a handful of other instructional material over there. So give that a look if you are interested. For now, we're going to walk through the first 4 measures of this piece here, give you an idea of how it's going to roll out. And yeah, let's go for it. I hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching. All right, so let's go ahead and break down here my original composition here, a little Delta Blues Study Number 1 in the key E. And any markers on the bottom of the staff or right hand fingerings, okay? And I'd follow those fairly closely. There's some wiggle room for other options, but the markings are Pima, and that means thumb. P's thumb, I is index, M is middle, and A is ring finger, okay? It's just a classical way to notate things, and that's kind of how I do it. Any markings above the staff, like little numbers, maybe left-hand fingerings. So let me play the first 4 measures, then we'll break it on down here. So, 3, 4. I went on there just a little bit. Okay, I'll do that again. 3, 4. So let's check out what's going on there. And so that first measure there, we got a little pinching with the low E and the G string open. And I'm going to hammer that G string on the first fret pretty quick. It's a little 16th there. And I know it doesn't have a little H for hammer on there, but the little slur also indicates a hammer on or a pull off, in this case a hammer on. And it's a 16th note, so it's pretty quick. 1 E and 1 E, 1 E, and then I will play the high E open. Okay. In most of this too, I'm going to be using my 3 fingers, my thumb, index, and middle. I don't use my ring too much here and there. If I do, it's kind of quote unquote by accident. But so that's a little first look, and that's super common in Delta blues. I mean, you kind of got to know that one, I think. 1 E and okay, and then we go on with the thumb, and then hit the G string again, and then we pinch in the B on the 3rd fret. Pinky's gonna get there, and then with the low string, and we bounce off the G string. Oh, 2nd fret B, bounce off the G string. I'm not doing any muting in the right hand right now. I'm just kind of going through the piece here, getting our timing down. We'll talk about that in a little bit, but okay, kind of bouncing off that G string that on the 1st fret. Will be a theme throughout the piece. And 2, the thumb, of course, is always playing on the downbeat. Is always playing on 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes it's pinching with another string. Sometimes it's being played all by itself. But as you notice, the downbeat, 1, 2, 3, and 4, all the way through the whole piece, is the thumb just on the downbeat. 1, 2, 3. You might switch strings, and that is certainly a little bit of a trick about playing, fingerstyle or the Delta blues, is getting that thumb kind of independent from the rest of the piece. And I would say this is probably more of an intermediate thing, or like advanced beginner. So if you're not quite there yet, it might be troublesome, but it takes everybody some time to really get the thumb down. I'm just kind of messing around here, but so yeah. So that first measure. Okay, then go on to the next measure. So I kind of ended that little phrase. I pinch the B and the low E, and then I do the low E again, then the G string, and then 2nd fret D. Put my finger back, 2nd finger in the left hand back down, if it wasn't already, and pinch with the low E. And if you notice, I am doubling up there with my index finger in the right hand. Thumb, index, and thumb. Okay, you could do a couple different things there, but you could do middle on that G the first time, and then index the second time. I like using my index both times there. Nothing wrong with it. Oops. 1, 2, and 3. And low string, and then open G here. So you lift this finger off in the left hand. And then the next measure is just like the first measure. And I'm going to kind of double up that open G. That was beat 4 of measure 2 into beat 1 of measure 3. Three, go. And then measure 4. Pinching the B string in the low E. Then I do it again. 2nd fret B. Pinching the 3rd fret in the B in the low string. And then low string, and then open E, B string. Kind of a lot to say when you got to do 2 notes for every beat. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and now take us into the A chord. So let's play all 4 of those measures in context here. 2, 3, 4. again, a little quicker. 3, 4. Okay, so there it is. So maybe that kind of plays nice for you. If you kind of done some fingerstyle and stuff like that, and you kind of get a hold of the thumb. If not, I would imagine that getting the thumb is would be tricky and something you must practice. You know what I mean? You have to get it, and it takes a little bit of time to master it. So just a heads up there. Let's go on.
1, 2, 3, 4.